Hey y'all, it's your girl King Wong. Welcome back to Glow with Mo. How y'all doing? Hey, I'm on a roll, y'all. I'm making content. This is my thing. Hey, ask about me. Hey. I'm coming back because I've been seeing on the TT a lot about relationships and who if a man wants a woman to text him first, um what kind of lip gloss does he like? Basically saying that if a man wants you to text him first, that he's in his feminine energy. Uh, hmm, okay. Um, sorry. Let me get myself together. I think that people are not being truthful about the state of the dating scene. We are in the tribe that is still hopeful, honey, that we're not going to settle for less, honey, because we are declaring and decreeing that there are still good men out there that are able-bodied and don't have a problem with being in their masculine energy. And then we all also are declaring and decreeing that there are good women out here. Hello, good morning. Hello, how you doing? Me, okay, out here that value themselves and are respectable women and can acknowledge when a man is a good man. That's a good man, Savannah. We gonna keep it that way. We're gonna keep it that way. Okay. So we are still believing that there are good people out there, but we are going to still deal with reality. And the reality is that the dating scene has a lot of diarrhea and it has a lot of boo boo. Has a lot of boo boo. Okay. And I think that when we have these conversations, people get so in their feelings because they've been hurt, because they've been in the bobo. They've been swimming in that pool, the community pool. And then there's always something happens where they got to shut down the pool because somebody done boo booed in it. I don't know if you guys have ever lived in that kind of neighborhood, but I have. And you had to shut down the pool because somebody done boo booed. Okay, let's not talk about boo boo because that's not ladylike, right? Ladies don't boo boo. Anyways, anyways, um, and every time we talk about the state of dating, everybody's always up in arms. Well, all men are ain't all men. Well, there's some good men out here. You ladies are just this blah 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 blah. Yeah, but you guys are all speaking. You guys are all hurt. We're hurt, and so when I hear, let me explain. When I hear dudes talk about these hoes ain't loyal, these hoes, women don't do this, women don't know how to do, blah, blah, I don't relate. I can't relate because they're talking about experience from their personal experience. They're talking about what they have generally experienced, right? But if because I know who I am and I know that I haven't done that. I know that I don't just, use people for money or do all that stuff. I know that that's not what I do. Right. So when they're talking about that, I can sit there and listen and not feel offended or say, well, not all women. We know not all women. We know not all men aren't trash. But when we're talking about the collective, the dating pool altogether, people are suffering. Some people are insufferable. Okay. And so we have to acknowledge that there is an issue between, I'm going to speak specifically on the community that I'm in, men and women who are dating. Now, I heard about the LGBTQ plus community. I've heard some things about y'all community and it scares me a little bit too. So I know y'all dealing with what y'all got going on too, Kenny. Okay. But um we have to acknowledge that in order to heal it. When women are talking about the experiences that they're going through with men, the reasons why they do not when you hear a woman say, I'm not texting a man first. As a man, you should be like, well, why not? Why do you not feel comfortable enough to text a man first? Right? Because that's vulnerability in a certain way, right? But also, we want to be pursued. And that's what you should hear, that we want to be pursued. But instead, you're hearing, well, I want to be pursued too. And we can pursue you, but the initial interaction, what has been what has been around for years upon years, decades upon decades, for a long time, is that the man pursues the woman. And that's what we're asking of you. We're asking you to pursue us, to make us feel comfortable enough to return it. And that's a part of being vulnerable. That's a part of being the man in the relationship, is taking that lead. We're asking you to lead. But sometimes we get so far in our feelings. We have gotten so far from showing each other love and affection. Okay. We got so far from begging, please, baby, please, that we don't even want to do that with each other. I want you to take the time to do an evolution of how music has changed, right? And how and just go through the evolution of how music has changed when it's talking about a man with a woman, and when he's messed up, and how what he's doing to pursue her, or whatever it is. I want you to look at the evolution of music, because that's going to show you the state that we're in right now. A lot of people are suffering because we have gotten so far from being able to play our roles. Now, let's be honest. We are moving with the times, but there's certain things that still need to apply. Okay? Women still need to feel pursued. Men still need to feel respected, right? And so when we're listening with our good ear, of what people are saying that they're not receiving, we have to take away from the fact that, okay, I'm hurt right now, or I may be a good man and these hoes ain't loyal. And then I hear a woman talk about these dudes ain't, and that offends me because I just gave my heart to somebody who's on it and smashed my best friend. And that's unfortunate, brother. And I want to hold your hand. And I'm gonna pray for you because that is unfortunate. And that's a whore. That's a whore. That's a whore. But what we have to understand is that it's not about the individual, it's about the collective. When we are speaking on the scene and the issues that we're dealing with as a collective, we're not talking about you. We're not talking about me. We're talking about in general. Every time we have these conversations, every time I have these conversations, it's like, well, not me. I'm not talking about you. It's not about you. And that's another issue in the dating pool. Sometimes we've gotten so selfish. We've gotten so selfish that we forget about the we. What about me? What about me? What about we? How can we coexist better? How can we listen to each other and hear each other? Yes. What is that book? Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Yes, we're from two different planets. But that doesn't mean that we cannot coexist. We have to learn how to hear each other and not hear from a place of hurt. Now, are there a lot of people hurting? Absolutely, because there's a lot of boo boo in the dating pool. But I think that until we cannot heal what's going on between in the dating pool, if every time we're talking about the issues in it, we take things personally. We take it as a personal jab. That is not how you restore an issue in a community. You cannot do it just based on one home. You're talking about the whole neighborhood. Okay? All right, guys. That's all I got to say today. Have a good day. Love you. Bye.